Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is Fans Club Live Show for the fans, by the fans. Listen, we back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the building. Back in the building. Listen, man, I got my panel with me. Y'all have been watching us. Shout out to the new subscribers, the new people that's been watching us as we've been doing our live show, which was our head to head for the gamers. This is for the sports heads out here where we break down everything in the world of sports. Today we dealing with NFL specifically. So if your team is here, you got to represent. Tell us how your team looking. Talk about all that's going on in the world of NFL football and what's going on in my panel. Salute. What's going on, Ruben, for being the first one on today, my brother. How you doing?
How y'all doing? Salute, man. I'm here. Just as you can see, I got little one with me, crawling all over me. But yeah, my team, is the A-Town Stump. Atlanta Falcons. They
Yes,
doing
sir.
good right now.
Yes,
I
sir.
would have never projected us to be in the spot we is in these first 5-6 games. But hey, we doing what we need to do, and that's what it is.
Listen, man, y'all are a hot item right now. I've never seen this many televised Atlanta games in a while. Let's just say that since probably the Dirty Bird, probably when the Dirty Bird was
Yeah.
over. That's about it. Salute to you, sir. And I see you multitasking. It's all good. I appreciate you being on. No doubt. Ruben, Rich, all the R's. What's going on, Rich? You at Raiders headquarters. It's a lot shaking up over there. You got to go in there and make some moves and calm things down. What's going on, sir?
As you can see, our floors are nice and clean right now. We're cleaning the house. We got rid of some little babies at wide receiver, so we sent them all to the East Coast.
Oh, he's a baby now, huh?
And here we go. I'm talking.
Go ahead. Do your
He's a,
intro.
he's a, he's a baby now.
Ignore the background noise. Do your intro, sir. Talk to us since you at Raiders headquarters.
Who is that talking?
You know who that is. It's only one. It's only the team that just whooped y'all behind the other week.
Other week.
Bad too. Yeah, bad too. It was bad.
That's Terrence, of course. The
Oh,
infamous
man.
Thanos.
He know he know act like he don't know. He know. He definitely know.
So
Terrence, I got somebody on the phone. Yeah, yeah, Terrence
we got
here.
the
I got
phone.
I got I got I got I got somebody on the phone for you too. I got Devontae Adams on the phone talking about something. What you say?
No, it's
Exactly.
hey Terrence, it's Trey. He wondering why you keep ducking. All right, Trey, I gotta go.
I
Petty,
got I
man.
got I got I got Aaron on the phone whatever and said why he stomped you out.
No, hey.
I got Aaron on the phone, whatever. I got Aaron on the phone with you and all that talking you was doing, he stopped you out and sent you back home and you wasn't even on Facebook for about
Hor-
a good 2 days or
Horrible.
so. Yeah.
Horrible. Can I get to the introduction? Y'all ain't even let me get in. Listen, shout out to y'all. Salute to Terrence. You already chimed in, so salute to you. Salute to Rich. Salute to Ruben. I'm glad that y'all on, man. We gonna dive
Oh,
into it.
man.
We are in full blown football mode. We've been between Madden, between fantasy, between real football. We have been consumed by all things football. And listen, I wouldn't have it no other way because this is how you get this is how you get your momentum going into the postseason. Salute, look, I got a Cello War. What that tell you, man? We here. Cello said,
Heat
listen.
Nation, baby. Heat Nation, baby. Heat Nation, baby.
Listen, man, all I know is that you guys have a lot to talk about. I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to start with those Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to go from there because it's always the first person gets the first dibs and gets a chance to go out there and talk they talk. Ruben, I want to make sure you there, sir. Are you there?
I'm here, but my baby making a lot of noise. She being quiet right now. I'm wasting milk everywhere. So go
All
to the
right,
next person,
all right,
please.
let me go to the
I'll
next
be
person.
back.
I got you. So, Rich, it's on you, sir. Actually, we should be talking about you because your team is hot in the presses right now with a lot of stuff. You made one major move. You got Another major move looks like possibly coming, but you seem like you are good with where you guys are. Talk to us about the state of the Raiders, where you guys are now, going into week 7. Talk to us, man.
I think this is a wasted year. I'm thinking that they're going to.
Let him rock, T. Let him rock. Go ahead.
I'm just laughing.
What I'm thinking they're going to do a Miami / Carolina / Chicago move and tank the season. But they're going to act like they're really not, but they're going to do it because they know that the NFL will probably get on, start doing it. But to me, I think they're going to tank and going to get a quarterback next year. We're going to have $126 million to start with, aka Chase. The Bengals don't have the money to pay you, and I don't know, man. We need an offensive coordinator. We need an offensive line coach. We need an offensive, just everything on offense. They keep building this offense up, but it's just getting worse and worse every year. So Davante wanted this offensive coordinator. He was going all out to go get this Green Bay offensive coordinator. We went and got him, and then he bailed out on us, and we gave him whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to play with Aaron Rodgers one more year because Aaron Rodgers looked like he's a homeless looking guy. You would never think that this is one of the top quarterbacks / top money makers in the NFL. And he just looks homeless. He looks old. Buffalo was banging on him. So if he thinks that Davante is going to be the answer, is not. His offensive line is almost worse than ours. So Davante could do all his whatever moves he wants. He's going to turn back around and see Aaron on the floor, and he's going to say, "What the hell I come here for?"
Yeah. Listen, let me ask you, since you're there, since you dove right in, which I love. I love that you dove right in. Is it a Pierce problem, or is it the management that they didn't go get a top shelf quarterback this year? Like, what is the biggest issue that caused Davante to be so adamant about, like, I mean, I know the hamstring, but magically the hamstring injury went away and he's gonna play. So, like, what was the thing that broke the camel's back, so to speak?
So what happened was when we lost to Carolina in embarrassment mode. Antonio Pierce said that there was a lot of players out there doing having business decisions. So Davante thought that he was talking about the other players because he's over there commenting on the players that he thinking they are. But then there was a media guy who wrote that Davante might be traded, and Antonio Pierce just gave him a thumbs up. And then the girl, the woman who was interviewing him, told him, "Do you know that Davante Adams gave such and such a thumbs up when he made the comment about you being traded?" And that right there, because any game you see, Davante don't want to block. Like any run play, he doesn't want to. Whenever he misses a pass, he's looking for the flags, and then he's on the sidelines, bringing too much attention, throwing his helmet, having an attitude, pouting all the time. I think upper management got tired of it. They got tired of him, always, blaming everybody but himself about, and even when he catches the ball, he doesn't outrun nobody. He gets walked down. I mean, he has great hands. Just like I said, he has probably the best hands in the NFL. He probably has the best last second go up and get the ball, because usually the corners are beating your hands up because now the corners are not, well, they can't locate the ball, so they just sitting there going off of your reactions. react to whatever you do. And Devontae wasted the last second to throw his hands up, where other wide receivers they would run with their hands up already, and then they start getting beat down with the corners. So, but he's I think Devontae has another year and a half left. Whole thing. If you just look at him, and even if he did play, he's not gonna get the money, because when the Raiders wanted to trade and other teams was offering us a fourth round for him,
Okay.
and taking the bulk of his money. But the Jets gave us a third round. But if he makes the Pro Bowl, or either they make it deep in the playoffs, then we get a second round pick. Plus, he took a pay reduction. So he was making this year, I think it was 18 million, and then next year it bumps up to 44, and then it's another. So the Jets took all of that because he took a pay cut for $3 million.
So,
This he took a pay cut to leave. So the Raiders was happy to cut him that check for $3 million, and then he could walk, and then we get the fourth and the possible second round pick. So it's a win for us, because now he's off our books, so we don't have to worry about him this year. And a lot of the other teams didn't want to take on his money. They was willing to give us a fourth, but they wanted us to still pay him this year. Them, and we wasn't trying to hear that. So it was almost possible that the Raiders was going to just flat out keep him this year. And then when the trade deadline, I mean when draft comes up, then trade him and try to get something for him. But we wasn't going to give him away for a fourth round plus pay his salary this year.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
I get it. Let me ask you this. So now with and Terrence, get ready, because I'm gonna come around to you after.
I mean, I was hoping he was gonna wrap him up at some point in time, but
look, I gotta let them rock, since they are actually, this is the only time they're in the news really, because
it was a lot of inaccuracies in this story. But go ahead.
Now Adams, according to Rich, got one good year left, and I get it.
Right.
Hey, you must admit, any Cowboy fan that you know of, the second their player leaves their team, they're garbage.
They're dead to him. That's a fact. They're completely dead to him.
So, listen, the only thing I said was bad is that he doesn't outrun nobody. He has great hands, but he has an attitude with him. So you had to give him what it was that he wanted.
But you also said they gave him everything that he wanted, and that's not true. They gave away his quarterback not too long ago. Am I right?
Bang bang.
Who's his quarterback?
Derek
Carr.
Yeah, that's why y'all got him.
No,
y'all did him dirty.
No, not really.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
No, it's just like if you heard what I was saying back then, even when we had Carr, I was saying I don't want Carr. David wanted Carr. I didn't want Carr.
Right.
So I said that they used Carr to bring Devontae in, because they're gonna get rid of Carr. And so if you look back and look at my receipts back then, when I said that they used Carr to get Devontae, but at the same time they was hoping to get Tom Brady in here.
Yeah.
So with Tampa Bay didn't work out, it never worked out, but they was hoping to get Tom Brady back then to go with Devontae. But
you got Brady in some capacity. That's not the one that you thought.
So basically, what you're saying is that they lied to him, whatever, to get him there, and then once they got him there, they got rid of his quarterback, right?
It wasn't his quarterback. That's
the reason why he came there. He came there for his boy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his boy, but it's not. I mean, Kevin,
that's his boy. That's his boy.
That's his boy.
His boy is baby.
I hear a lot of stuttering.
No, ain't no maybe. That's his boy.
I hear a lot of stuttering over there.
Yeah, if you look at all those New Orleans Saints fans, they was hating on Carr. This
He
year,
started off
early
hot. He
first
started
couple
off
of
hot.
games, the first couple of games, he was doing his
Feed
thing,
her
and
cereal.
pom poms
I
came
don't know
out.
if she.
Then
I
it
fed
was
her
soon
cereal and she drunk milk. I don't know if she's gonna eat that.
come out. The real Carr is back out again.
Yeah. Let me ask
I'll,
you this.
I'll, I'll,
Go ahead, Terrence. As I ask him another
I'll,
question.
I'll, 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 I'll say this. I'll say this. I don't believe Devontae Adams, whatever was your issue. I believe your issue was what we all see. I believe that at the end of the day, you can say that Aaron Rodgers, whatever, ain't no better, is a shell of himself. But I guarantee he quarterback that you got in your roster, he better than. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you can say what you want. That man went whatever and moved out, got his money and moved out into New York. The worst case scenario, whatever, is that he gonna go there, whatever, and do very well and get more and not only have NFL contracts, but now he'll be able to get other contracts as well because he's in the Big Apple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, whatever, I don't think it was anything that he did wrong. I think it was a situation where he thought that you guys were a Super Bowl contending team when he got there, and he found out you wasn't. And that's all. That's what it all boiled down to. You know what I mean? It was a situation where he thought, and I believe, and you thought it too, because you weren't in your mouth, because you were talking about something. We gonna do this, we gonna do that, and y'all ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? So now it's the big bag Devontae. Now it's the big bag Devontae Adams, whatever, and then and ownership got tired of him, whatever, and all this other stuff. But honestly speaking, Devontae prior to that, whatever, prior to the last few games, ain't never had no issues. But all of a sudden they got rid of that kind of his attitude. Nah, I can't go with you on that.
It's kind of weird.
I can't go with you on that.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
question.
I can't go with you on that.
Let me ask you this, Rich, and this is the ultimate question. Who replaces him? Who's going to be the next man up that steps up and says, I am going to be the one that is going to step in, fill those shoes, and become a number one receiver? Is he on the roster right now, the person that can be a number one? Or do y'all have to go trade or free or the draft?
Well, we don't have a number one wide receiver, but we have somebody to take his spot, and that's our rookie tight end. And then we also got Myers, our wide receiver, big and tall, just as fast and big and just like. But then we have a rookie from Tennessee. Not gonna mention his name, but if they put his jersey on and let him come out there, he's taller than Devontae, faster than Devontae. I'm hoping that they bring him out this weekend. And I don't really want to tell Mike his name because I don't want Mike running to fantasy and going to get him. But if I see his name pop up on fantasy, I'm running to go get him.
Understood. Listen, I got a thing for. I'm all good with Tennessee wide receivers. I got one with Jennings. I know what they could do. They gritty. So if you got one, y'all might want to get him on the field and see what he could do. So that's my personal thought. But yeah, I think Tucker. I thought Tucker would be the guy. He showed flashes, but it might be Myers, like you said. But Bowers is clearly your number one, which I laugh because it's like crazy that a tight end is your number one right now. But it's a really good tight end, so I respect it. I'm not completely mad at it, but I agree with Terrence. Y'all did him dirty. He definitely kind of was quiet during the time of the whole debacle with Derek Carr being gone the way that he was, and then y'all didn't give him any help with Minshew, like being your quarterback. It was just real lazy in terms of having a superstar like that and not getting him the help, I think. So, y'all 2-4. As I close y'all out for right now, are you optimistic? Is what's going to happen next, man? Y'all about to get it. Y'all about to get a win this week, and y'all going to get back on track, or where we at? You said it sound like the season's over, according to how you sound.
I'm going to repeat myself again. I think if it's up to me, I think that we should tank the season. This way, we could go get a quarterback next year, and we could stop with this whole trying to get a quarterback to do something that they can't do. We was trying to go get Daniels, but Washington would not budge this year. But that's the quarterback I wanted. That's the quarterback Pierce wanted. A lot of other even Devontae wanted because it's like I said before, Devontae was out there working out with him.
Yeah.
back in February. So because Washington didn't budge off that pick, and then Atlanta Falcons ran and got a quarterback for no reason, just to have him sit there and watch games. So we went and got the best tight end, and now we're just, we got a good lineman. Well, we got two good linemen. So I think this year, I don't know what quarterback, but it seems like Mark Davis is loving on
Shador
Sanders, and if Pierce can't win 8 games, they're saying they're gonna fire him and get Deion Sanders next year.
Dirty, man, dirty. Mark, you heard that? He's already putting it out there that your boy is on the list of possible candidates that he'll be bouncing with his sons to go to Colorado potentially. So, to the Raiders potentially. So, all right. Thank you, Rich. Keep a pin in that. I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. Look, the Denver Broncos. Where you at, Terrence? I want to make sure you're there.
All I'm going to say is this: this man took 20 minutes of a bunch of malarkey. 20 minutes of a bunch of malarkey, whatever, talking all that mess he was talking. You guys spanked whatever a few weeks ago, and then disappeared. You know what I mean? Talking about some y'all tanking for this season. No, that's how y'all really play. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. Like I said before, you suck. All right? You talk all that trash, whatever, and now look at you. You look bad out there. You look like a crackhead. You look like Pookie on New Jack. You look terrible. Now, back to a real team. You know what I mean? Them Denver Broncos.
Bo Nix, talk to him.
Hey. Bo, I told y'all Bo was going to be all right. I told you Bo was going to be all right. I told you. Now the thing is, whatever's that. Now, here's the thing with it. I don't want us to win because I want to tank for Travis. I want Travis to come in and play receiver, and on third down play nickel. That's what I want. You know what I mean? But Bo is not cooperating. All right. So right now, honestly speaking, though, the young man is doing really well. We got to get him some help. He don't have a whole lot of separation, so hopefully we can get some help. Whatever. There has been some talk about getting Njoku from Cleveland. To play tight end, whatever, maybe making a trade for him. There's also been some talk about Alvin Kamara ending up in Denver as well. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's been some talk about them ending up there. Honestly speaking, I don't want to do anything. I would much rather if we get Njoku, because he's a young tight end, plays very well, gets open, got pretty good hands. There's not too many things that he doesn't do very well, so I would rather get him. Alvin Kamara is aging, whatever, so if we can maybe trade him for a late round pick or something like that, then, cool. But honestly speaking, whatever, if we go 8-8 and end up, at, the 10th pick or at least hopefully we can get, if we get too bad, we hope we can get the first pick, because I do believe that Travis Hunter is a generational talent, and I believe that if we can just get him, if we can get him and put him at receiver. I'm not talking about putting him at D-back. I'm talking about putting him at receiver. And then, like I say, on third downs, allow him to play nickel. And I think that will be fine because we'll have that core of him and Surtain, on third down at least. We got a decent defensive backfield of some young guys. Defensively, whatever, we play really well. It's just a matter of getting the offense together. I like Bo's moxie. I think that he told Sean to his face, he ain't gonna take his trash like Russ took it. I like that. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, whatever, because Sean has really, in my opinion, whatever, last year, Russ.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, audio went out. Audio went out. All right, react to that. Before I do that, Rich, you got a comment that came as Terrence get his audio together. Wherever you are, you fade in and out. We could
hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, what I said is that if your quarterback doesn't do something very well, why would you have him do it? And that's the thing that's showing, in my opinion, just has to make sure that he's not being, to me, just not being a jerk. I know that you're an offensive genius. Cool, we know that. But we're trying to win games. We don't want to win games this year though, because we want Travis Hunter. And as far as you saying that Shedeur, I'll be honest with you, man. I don't want him to go there, but I'll be honest with you. The quarterback that y'all need is that young man named Cam Ward, and I'll leave it at that.
I knew you were gonna say that. Well, how you feel about that, Rich?
Because honestly speaking, Cam Ward, every place that he's gone for 3,000 and 4,000 yards, brother. Every place that he's going for 3,000 and 4,000 yards. He's a leader. The problem with Shedeur is that I'm not sure if he's a leader of men. He can be a leader of young boys, but is he a leader of men?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Look, Rich, he put something in your ear, something in your mind to think about. Instead of Shedeur, Cam Ward, maybe.
Well, I don't really watch college football, so when I do watch, it'll be like in November, like when it really means something. Like right now, it's too much of wishy-washy. So I'll usually start watching November to really because then now by that time it starts narrowing down to all these quarterbacks and all the plays or whatever, and then that's when I focus on certain players. But I never saw him play. I never even heard of him. No, I did hear of him. But
Shame on you if you never heard of him. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I did hear him for his game yet.
Well, get familiar because y'all
get familiar. I'll tell you.
Put him on game.
But I know.
I'll tell you this, Rich. I don't think that Deion goes there. I believe Kirby Smart is going to go there. I don't think Deion's going there. I don't think Deion has said this before. He has no intentions on trying to coach grown men. And I think, honestly speaking, with the health issues that he has, I don't think that he's going to take that job. It'll surprise me if Deion stays 2 more years at Colorado. I just don't know that. And honestly speaking, people were saying for him to go to Florida State. I think that right now with his health, I'm not sure if that's really a good fit for him. I think that in my opinion, Colorado is the perfect fit for him because there's no expectations.
Yeah.
But if he goes someplace that has expectations, I think it's going to run him into the ground. I think Kirby Smart will try. There's rumors out there that say he's going to go to the NFL, and I think your next coach will be Kirby Smart.
So that's the Georgia reunion, right? That's the reunion with Bowers and his coach?
Bowers,
yep,
running back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I won't mind that because, hey, man. But see, the reason why I'm saying Deion, because Deion's been out there 2 weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And both him and his son, and because Tom Brady trains his son
out with his son, yeah.
And then Mark Davis. So
it'll be a tough sell though. It'll be a tough sell because you got to keep in mind, and I know that y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but you bring Deion, whatever. You're in the NFL. What has Deion won?
No, he didn't. No, you know what? And
after you get past prime time, the player who was all well, I'll give you that. But in terms of a coach, what has he won?
Yeah,
and your team is over.
I don't think it works
for grown men.
I think his inspiration.
Yeah,
he needs to be around young men. Young men, he can inspire. Grown men that's making money like him and getting the same endorsements like him, that ain't gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work.
But I'm saying, and the reason why I'm saying Deion, me personally, I don't want Deion or his son. Me personally.
Oh, okay.
I don't want them.
Well, who do you want though, Rich? Who do you want then?
Yes.
I would love Kirby. It's just like you just said.
Okay. I think that's gonna happen. I think that Kirby Smart is. I think if Kirby Smart wants the job, that Davis is gonna actually take him. But my other question is that who would you want at quarterback that you know of right now?
But because he's coming from college, so he's gonna know which kids to bring in, from quarterbacks to receivers to other players that we never even saw because now he had scouted them, but then they went to another college. But he knows all about the kids. So, hey, I like that.
I'll tell you this. I already know that if he takes the job, I don't think it's a matter of him getting the job. I think if he takes the job, y'all gonna take his quarterback from Georgia, Carson Beck. I think that's what you're gonna do.
I don't like it.
You know, like
I think that's what you're gonna do.
well,
You know
I think that's what you're gonna do.
To be honest with you, if
and I'm getting the Raiders a lot of time. After this comment, I'm off your Raiders because I got to get to Ruben and his hot Atlanta Falcons, and I got to also
me personally, because the only quarterback that I did see so far, and I like everything about him, just his awareness. But the Alabama quarterback,
Monroe,
kid, got an arm like he has a rocket. If he could start turning it around within a couple of weeks, because even last year in the championship game against who's that? Michigan, he could have won that game. For whatever reason, you could tell that the coaches was trying to tell him to do something else, and then it was the second half when it was too late, when he started doing his own thing, and it was too late. The game was over with. So me personally, if I had a choice, it would be the Alabama quarterback.
Milroe. Okay, I get that.
I'll say this to you, whatever. I think Milroe is an awesome athlete, but I'm not sure as a pro quarterback, and it's simply because of it's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to do in order for him to be a really good pro quarterback the way he is right now. Like right now, he can take off and outrun everybody. I don't know how much you're going to be able to do that, whatever, in the NFL. You know what I mean? So I've seen him have some issues with the likes of University of South Florida. I've seen him have issues with teams, whatever, that really aren't on their level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's between him and Shedeur, and I would tell you to take Shedeur because Shedeur, in my opinion, is the second best quarterback in this draft. And I definitely do think that from a standpoint of him being a drop back quarterback that can move and knows how to play, you can't take that away from him. Whatever. The only thing about it is he got that last name Sanders, and if Shedeur didn't have the last name Sanders, then he wouldn't be as scrutinized as much as he is. But I'll tell you this much: the kid can throw the ball, understands the game. It's just a matter of can he lead men? Can he lead other men?
He seemed like being under the lights is not too much for him because it seemed like he'd been under the lights his whole life. So he embraces being in the spotlight. Yeah. So I think him and being in Vegas, which is you cannot get any more spotlight than Vegas. Realistically, I think it'd be a great fit for him. I like him with Vegas, but he got to bulk up, man. He got to hit the weight room and stuff, man. Because that his frame, I'm worried about his frame if he could take that kind of pounding in the NFL, man.
Because Mike is that Jalen Daniels is a lot skinnier than him, and everybody said the same thing about him.
Yeah,
and he's been getting walloped this year. And
Good point. Good rebuttal. All right, Rich, I'm off your Raiders. I gave y'all 30 minutes. Don't ever complain. I don't give you time. I gave y'all time. Terrence, back to your Denver Broncos, and Ruben, you next if you available, sir. Hopefully you are. Let me know in the chat if you good, Ruben. Bo Nix did turn it around, man. I must say, I really love the interaction with Peyton on the sideline, like you said, like barking back at him. I was like, oh, he got, like you said, moxie. I said, okay. The young boy was not scared. He said, listen, I'm here. Don't play with me. I know what I'm doing. So I said, all right, I like to see that type of stuff. I like to see it. But
I'm on the back road. I'm losing you, man.
Don't worry about it, man. So let me see
if I can
hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you. Let me see if I can close you out. Y'all 3-3. How you feeling about this week? Actually tonight. How you feeling tonight? Oh man, I lost it right with it. It was your moment for
No, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, T.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
I'm going in and out, but I'm on the back road trying to get home, man. And going in and out. I apologize, man. But honestly speaking, whatever. I mean, like I said before, we're a young team. I like the direction that we're going in. Um, honestly speaking, we're playing with house money right now. Because at the end of the day, whatever it's like, okay, you have a quarterback, that's playing in a new offense. So I mean, right now you're playing with you're where now there really is no pressure besides him being, besides him being Bo Nix. There is no real pressure to what's going on right now. Like really, right now, when you look at all the things that are going on and all the opportunity that Bo has, is that if Bo does bad, what's going to happen? They're going to yank him and put who in? You know what I mean? So right now, you're playing with house money. Bo Nix, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, whatever, is that I honestly, and just being real with you, whatever, I didn't really particularly want Bo Nix. You know, also like Bo Nix playing, but
I gotta drop you. I gotta drop you. Your audio got too bad to where I couldn't take it no more. Sorry, my brother. So hopefully you can come back. Once your audio good. Ruben, I gotta go to you now because Terrence acting up. For the most part, I can sum it up. He want to lose. He don't care about the season. The season is throwaway because he wants Travis Hunter to stay in Denver. I respect it. I get it. I totally get it. So let's see if that happens. Right now they 3-3, so they can have a competitive year. They got the same record as us. So listen, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. All right, Ruben, your hot Atlanta Falcons. Television every week. Kirk Cousins talk about you like that. Drake London looking like a stud. Even Kyle Pitts getting passes. Your secondary looking great. Are you optimistic or you still don't like what you see? I know you're a hard man to please when it comes to your Falcons. Talk to me, sir. And your running game on point.
No, not yet. It's not on point yet. Look, man. For the teams we played, the losses we deserved, the wins we deserved. But look how we win it. We winning sloppy. We winning at the last minute. We winning by 1 or 2 points. Guess how many sacks we got this year in 6 games? 5. 5 sacks. This is what I've been talking about the whole year. Remember, defense. 5 sacks. That's all we got. Our leading tacklers on our team is cornerbacks. Cornerbacks and linebackers. That front 4 ain't doing nothing. Period. They not sacking. I don't know what they're doing. They got a little bit of tackles, but out of 3 of the men on the line, one has 1.5 sacks, another got 1.5, one got 1. I mean, our defense, we got to step it up. And once it gets later in the year, teams start gelling better, and we don't get to that quarterback, our cornerback's on the island.
Yeah.
If you can't get to the quarterback, that's the saddest, man. That's the saddest spot you can put your corners in. Because
go ahead.
Everybody out there now, they got big receivers and they fast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're gonna have to beef it up on the defensive end. I like our record 4-2. You know, our coach, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Go ahead, Raheem. Jersey's on. Go ahead.
So, I mean, we sitting pretty right now, but we got a long road ahead of us.
Listen, man. I didn't know y'all only had 5 sacks. I seen Judon balling out, but I guess not the way that I thought. I guess he's a spurt type of guy that hasn't been, killing it like I thought. But yeah.
And all the wins we got are in our division. You supposed to win them.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, you want those. If anything, you want those. That's a fact. Let me see a comment that came in just now for you, Ruben. Let me make sure I put it there. I thought I seen it. There was a comment there. I don't know where it went. But listen, I do like the maturity of Drake London this year, how Drake has kind of jumped and has finally shown the spark that y'all been looking for. He's clearly a number one receiver the way he's playing this year. And I got to give y'all applause, man. Y'all are using Ray McLeod very well. I like how y'all not using him on punt return and all of that. Y'all got him as your third receiver. which is a mismatch because he's fast, so it's hard to cover him. But y'all sometimes Cousins don't look for him, especially last week that just came. But yeah, man, I like that y'all using him in the passing game, man. So how you feel about that? Well, that's never been a problem to you, really, the passing game.
Offense ain't never been a problem. Our defense, man, and then our line, I'm telling you, that's how the Steelers beat us that week. They kept blitz. But I see Cousins has got his groove. That was first game,
Mm-hmm.
Cousins got his groove now, and he's he's doing what he's supposed to do. As long as we stay healthy, we keep our offense good. We got some good chances to go deep, but we got to do something about our defense, man.
Agreed.
5 sacks and your cornerbacks as your leading tacklers.
Yeah, that is. I noticed that they're up in they 10, 11 tackles in a game, which means it's a lot of people getting out there to them, man. They getting past the first level, so that is a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is a problem. How do you feel in terms of what you got y'all winning this week, or like how you guys looking for this game this week? I don't think you have a bye, so I think you do have a game this week.
Nah, we got a game. Who we playing? I forgot who we play. We play Seattle. Yeah, Seattle.
Oh, listen, they need revenge after the butt kicking they just got from us, so they need some motivation. So that should be a good game.
It should be.
Yeah,
it should be. I think we could pull it out.
All right, Rich, let me ask you what you think about Atlanta and their hot streak right now to give Ruben some encouragement to make him believe. Anything that you've seen from the Falcons since they televised every week?
It's like I told Ruben back then before the season started that they was going to be good because of their head coach. They got a great head coach. And when he was their interim head coach, you guys didn't keep him and y'all let him go. And then he went to the Rams and he was taught even better to be a better coach. So he was a defensive coordinator, cornerback coach. Then he went to the Rams and then he was part of the offense. Mm-hmm. So now he's on both sides of the ball, the knowledge, and y'all wound up getting a real good head coach. And you had the two best safeties in the NFL.
Facts. They balling.
So the two best safeties, you got some corners, some young guys. Corners, and you have one linebacker, a real good one. But at the same time,
yeah, he hurt, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Next year, y'all can start, building through free agency or either the draft and start picking offensive players. And now y'all set at offense. Plus, you got a quarterback that's doing it the right way, sitting back and watching the vet do his thing. So the Falcons is going to be a team to beat the next 4 or 5 years because now they went ahead and did everything the right way. They went and built through the free agency. Through the draft. And Ruben wasn't understanding what they was doing, but I was seeing it. I was seeing getting the best wide receiver, going to get the quarterback, and then the free agency going to get the two best safeties. So it was like, little by little, they was building their team, and now they finally, they're finally there. And another year or two, don't be surprised if the Falcons are in the Super Bowl and they're finally win one.
No big lead blown if they make it. They've been there before. They know what it feel like.
Well, so they ain't playing Tom Brady no more.
Hey, that's true. Ruben, thank you, Rich. Ruben, let me ask you, how you feeling about Mr. Kurt? Is he all advertised? Y'all got him. Y'all look how you. I see him swag surfing and all of that. Like, how you feeling about him fitting in with the culture of Atlanta, as so to speak?
I've always said Kurt was a good quarterback. David and his game is the one that says Kurt is trash.
Yes.
And we try to let him know that Kurt is not trash. Kurt is one of the better quarterbacks out there. But yeah, he's doing his thing, man. But we gotta keep him healthy. We can't let him take all them hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying about Atlanta build. I looked at what they were doing, but guess what?
what I said at the beginning is still the same.
It is.
We don't have no front four that's getting to the quarterback. Period.
Yeah.
I know, but you're gonna get him.
You're only as good as your front four make you.
Yes. Yes.
I don't care who's back there. You could put Dion in his prime back there. If you got time to get that ball to him, he ain't gonna be able to cover him like that every down.
No.
Okay. So,
all right, listen, man. Y'all so right now, what you guys are? You guys are 3-3. What are you?
4-2.
Now? Wow.
We're on top of the. We're on top because we beat Tampa.
Wow. I missed that. I did not know y'all 4-2. Go ahead, Atlanta.
Yeah,
look, now I see why y'all televised, man. Y'all you've earned your right to be on TV with that kind of record, man. You're entertaining to watch. You got a young studded running back. You got your tight end finally getting utilized. Wide receivers looking like they ready to ball. Oh, my bad. I'm sitting there talking about London, and I ain't even mentioned Mooney balling.
Yeah,
he's like doing very well. Like y'all, I didn't look like that was gonna be the case when he was with his previous team, but y'all got him, and the system works. So congrats to Atlanta, man. 4-2, lead their division, better record than us. So y'all doing what y'all got to do, man. So, and you got to win. So you got y'all winning this week against Seattle, or y'all gonna take that L? What you got? Just want to make sure.
I got us winning.
All right, what you got?
3 points.
What's the score? What you got for me?
Probably 24-27, something like that.
Oh, close one. All right, good. Yeah, because Gino, I think leading the league in yards or something like. Well, he was in yards thrown, so which is crazy.
And he's a mobile quarterback, so he's gonna give us.
Yeah, surprisingly, he seemed like he would be a little stiff, but he gets around a little bit. But he definitely, I know one thing. He will make sure Metcalf get the ball in this game because he did not get the ball against us. So he gonna force feed him the ball. So him and Terrell gonna be a good matchup. Good matchup going out there. All right. Thank y'all, gentlemen. I don't know if Cello there. Cello, let me let you know. Let me see if you're there before I go to your G-Men. If not, I'm going circling around with a couple other hot items. Actually, I guess I get on my boys. All right, I don't hear Cello on here. So, there you go. There you go.
What up?
What's up, my brother?
Back in the building.
How y'all doing? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. Your face is dark, but we hear you. Well, he can hear you, man. What's going on? You're a little lag, but overall, you now you're moving a little bit better. As you getting situated, man, the G-Men, 2 games? They're 2-4 right now, I believe. So, they're last in the division, but I'll say this. What's going on, man? Yes, congratulations. I don't know if y'all know, Cello is a new papa. So look at congrats, sir. Congrats,
man.
So Ruben, he experiencing that taking care of a newborn like you was doing 2 years ago. So excellent, man. That's what's up. So talk about man. I know he'll have on Giants clothes. Was that Giants clothes? Oh no, that wasn't. Was I just seeing a Giants onesie? I'm done. You got to start them early. I get it. So 2-4, man. Your Giants are 2-4, but I'll say this, Rich and Ruben, it's a deceptive 2-4 because some games y'all really could have won. And I'll start by saying y'all landed a steal with Neighbors, which we all knew that. Mark was very upset with that draft, with y'all getting them because he knew. So talk to me about your G-Men with 2-4, and are you optimistic or y'all kind of tanking the season, similar to like what Rich said with his Raiders, tanking the season and y'all moving on and worried about the draft and all that next year? What you looking at?
Yeah, we I mean, I like what they're doing, what they're building. I like that they fixed the offensive line. We finally got a good offensive line. We got a star in the making running back, Tyrone Tracy Jr. Y'all already know Malik Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Brian Burns was a
big pickup.
We definitely lost some games that we should have won, could have won, but we didn't. So it's like Giants fans are more kind of like, yo, we know at least 4-2 right now, but we're 2-4. I mean, it's still a lot of season, but I'm definitely happy with what the moves that they made in the off season. The draft class was really good.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, he's been up and down. He had like 3 good games in a row, and then this last game, it's like I don't know what it is about prime time. The dude he's not winning on primetime games, and that's kind of like upsetting because as a fan, you get up for the games and you're like, all right, we on primetime, we about to show the world, we back, and then boom, we lose it, So as a fan, I'm just like, I'm kind of like, I'm happy and disappointed at the same time because I felt like we could have been 4-2, at least 4-2. So we got the Eagles this Sunday. It'll be a get back game. That Barkley's first time back.
Oh man, I will
like
be watching
that game. I feel like if we win that game, then we got to play the Steelers. Can we pull off 2 wins in a row? Malik Neighbors should be back, but now we lost Andrew Thomas for the season.
Oh, your
which
best
was our
lineman,
best
yeah.
offensive lineman.
Yeah.
That sucks. Our defense is really good. I think we lead the league in sacks, I believe.
Y'all up there,
So
man.
they
Yeah.
fixed that. The only thing is our secondary, rookie Phillips, he got hurt, and now these injuries are coming, but I'm definitely optimistic with what Brian Dable and Joe Shane has been doing. I feel like this team is definitely going to be better than the 2-4 record that it shows, but Daniel Jones still got to prove himself.
Yeah.
This may be his last year. This may not be. Anything can happen these next games, but I'm optimistic, man. I feel like we could beat Philly this weekend. I mean, think about it. Philly has not been a threat, honestly. Philly has not been a threat. Philly ain't been looking all that good. They look like they took a step back. Even with Saquon Barkley, they look like they took a step back. They should have been, they could have been having a better record, but I don't think nobody's scared of Philly right now.
Wow. I like that assessment, man. I like that assessment. Philadelphia 3-2. Again, it's not, like you said, it's not a dominant 3-2. It's been, some games they had to, squeak out. But I tell you, man, I can't wait to see now. Is this game in Philly against, or is it in New York?
It's in New York.
Man. Now, Rich and Ruben, will the New York fans clap for Barkley or will they boo Barkley? What do y'all think?
You know how that go, man. We talking about New York, man. Come on, man. You know how that go.
It's the way he left, man. People don't like the way he left.
Wasn't his contract up?
Right, y'all did him dirty. Y'all did him dirty, man.
But he went to Philly. Giants fans don't like that.
That's a fact.
He went to Philly. Let's be real.
Hey, it's business. Ain't nothing personal.
No, it's business, yo. It's business. He got to do what he got to do.
Exactly.
But as far as the fans, Philly.
Rich, you think they're gonna boo him or they gonna embrace him? Talk to us.
Well, first I gotta correct Solo about New York. There's only one New York team, and that's Buffalo Bills. The Giants play in Jersey, the New Jersey Giants. So this New York stuff needs to stop with the New York media and all that. It's not New York media. It's the Jersey media, and it's the Jersey fans, and they're gonna boo Barkley if he gets a touchdown. But after the game, they're gonna before the game they're gonna cheer for him. During the game, they're gonna boo him. But then he's gonna have a record day against the Giants. He circled this game because he wants to show that they made a big mistake by not giving him an extra $1 million.
This is definitely circled, Cello. He coming out all guns are blazing. That line gonna be blocking. AJ Brown gonna be getting. Look, it's gonna be a good one, man. I think, at least I believe it should be. I'm worried about your young corners. I think they're gonna be the only liability defensively. Other than that, I think y'all will be good. Your corners have a problem though with covering those receivers over there. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing. But Barkley, oh yeah, he getting a good 20-something carries. It's gonna happen. But Mason look good. The rookie from Purdue catching and running in relief for Singletary, didn't miss a beat. He actually seemed like, dare I say it, a little bit more of a threat, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Richard.
Nah, yeah, he's good. He's Tyrone Tracy's definitely showing a lot of good signs. For him to be a rookie running back, he already reads the defense really well. He finds the hole really well with the help of the offensive line, of course. But
Yes.
He can find the holes. So far, I'm seeing him find the holes better than Barkley. As far as finding the
holes, a little bitter, like the guy that said Devontae was going to lose a step in the year.
Barkley, he had the explosiveness.
Yes.
But some teams that he makes plays, like he's finding the holes. His cuts are real good. I really like this young kid, man. He looking like he's gonna be our star running back ASAP.
All right. I like it. Let me read some of the comments because they've been coming in. I've been putting them up. I want to make sure y'all seen them. I'm going to go back to the first one because this was back when Rich was talking about the Raiders, and we're going to get right to the ones with the Giants because there's a bunch of different ones coming in. Mark said, Richie, I feel your pain. We stink also, talking about his Cowboys. Your season was tanked the minute you signed Minshew. Just like Jerry Jones did me, we both were gassed up for a huge letdown. Hold that thought. I'll get y'all rebuttals after I finish reading it. Rich, remember that comment? That was for you. You'll be able to respond to that in a second. We already seen the comment about Dion. We all for that one, but he said Dion isn't letting his son go to Las Vegas to become a bust. Sorry, Rich. He don't see it happening. Then he also said, congratulations, Cello, on your new addition to the family, man. So, that's awesome. And then let me make sure that I get to the next one. This is one for you, Cello. Mark said, you can start by beating Philly. Do I need to train you again in the gym, Cello? Does he need to train you again to get ready for Philly, or y'all have been trained and y'all know what to do?
That dude funny. Mark, thank you, man. I appreciate the congrats, man. Mark, you're my boy, but Dallas. I mean, but y'all got to do your own training right now, man. It's been pretty rough for Dallas, but the NFC East is wide open right now. That's why I'm optimistic.
You don't think the Commanders run the division right now? The Commanders, you don't know? You think they can be
good, but I feel like they're gonna drop off at some point.
Okay. All right. I respect it. Mark, mute your line while you get ready, Mark. Mute your line, Mark. Let me mute it for him.
Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead, Cello. Hold on, Mark. Let me make sure he goes. Hold on, Mark. Let me put this other one on for you, Cello. Cello, he said, Giants can beat the Eagles. It won't be easy for the Eagles as most think. Y'all in agreement with that? Y'all think the Giants can beat the Eagles? Ruben and Rich?
No.
I think they can.
No.
It's a 1:00 game, so I'm happy about that. It's not a primetime game, so we got better chances.
We do play better. We do play better at 1:00. He says, also, Eagles D is terrible against the run. The Giants can run the ball. That is a fact. I'll go with, if I got to make my prediction, Rich and Ruben, I got the Eagles still with it. I think Eagles still got just too much. I think the secondary of the Raiders, of the Giants, is going to be a liability.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be the only reason. So that's what I got. Outside of that, they look good. And Daniel Jones, minus that game Sunday, he hasn't been looking like a bum. Neighbors has made him look really good. And I gotta give you props, Cello. You've been saying Slayton's name for the last 3 years. And Slayton looked respectable the last 2-3 games. So applause to you, sir. Way to call the name. You can step up in Neighbor's absence.
Yeah, they just wide receivers just gotta be consistent catching the ball because they do got a lot of drops.
Yeah,
they do got a lot of drops. So that's also frustrating with the wide receiver core.
Yeah.
But I don't listen. I don't hate that you picked the Eagles because the Giants still got to prove themselves.
Yeah,
Eagles
yeah,
have been beating us.
yes.
Giants still got to prove themselves, even against Dallas, against Dak. Giants still got to prove themselves. So the Giants being underdogs, listen, we got to prove ourselves. So for us not to be underdogs, we got to win these big games, especially divisional games.
Facts. All right, I respect it. I respect it. All right, man. We got a Cowboy fan on. I don't know if he can hear. Mark, can you hear us? If so, let us make sure we can hear you, sir.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Buddy. Yeah,
can
we
you
can
hear me?
You loud and clear, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Cello, congratulations on the beautiful angel, first and foremost, man.
This talk show about
Congratulations on the beautiful angel, man. You know, listen, Cello, I can't get up there.
Get your audio together, Mark. What's going on? The floor is yours. Let's go. As you're not all the way over there no more. You should have good connection. You near me. What's going on?
Same phone, Mike. It was the phone.
That's the phone. It was always the phone. It was always the phone. The whole time. It was the phone. Well, while he getting his audio together, Mark, get your audio together because we cannot hear you now. We heard you to start off, but now since we're here, we're gonna talk about your Cowboys. All right. Rich, I guess I'll start with you because you know your boys' team very well. Y'all talk all the time. What is going on, or is this just them playing possum and they really about to turn it up? Like, what's happening in Dallas right now? Let me know.
I think the Cowboys
got them. Cello, you last.
Game since that Green Bay game. And coaches left and went to Washington, and I told Mark back in February that Washington was going to sweep the Cowboys this year and be good if they get Daniels, and that's what really happened. They wound up going to get him, and going back to the Giants, Philly. I'm thinking that in the beginning of the game, Barkley gonna run wild. It's gonna force the Giants to move up. And then that's when AJ and everybody else going to go. So Philly going to suck them up. And once they get sucked up, that's when Smith and AJ going to run wild on them. And then with a couple of bursts from Hurts, it's going to be too much for the Giants to handle on offense. So I think Philly knows that their defense is not really that good. So they're going to take their time going down there, killing the clock. Scoring on the Giants, letting Barkley have his fun in the sun against them, and then AJ and Smith gonna go to town on them, man.
I feel the same way. I definitely think Barkley gonna be motivated, but I see the secondary getting torched if they go that route. Unless they just say we're gonna run heavy, but should be a good matchup.
I was gonna go today, but
should be a good matchup. Mark, you got mad background noise. I got to mute you till you ain't got that going on. Let me know when you come back on. Ruben, what you got? What's your take on the state of the Cowboys since Rich went back to the Giants? Let me know.
Central, I was trying
I don't know what to say about the Cowboys. They got some injuries going on their defensive front, so that's a big thing for them. Their defensive front is they hold, you know what I'm saying, that runs everything that goes on behind them. So, and Dak he went back to the old Dak. He got almost more interceptions than 10 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he got 6 interceptions and 8 touchdowns.
Wow.
But he's been sacked 16 times too, so.
That's what happens when you got young rookies, man. They promising rookies. Don't get it twisted because I had them on my draft board. But
then they getting penalties, false starts. Them rookies you talking about, giving them false starts because I don't know what
illegal formations and them.
Yeah,
a lot of the illegal formations popping up. Yeah,
yeah. The penalties is killing them, and they trying to depend on Dak to throw him out of the hole, and he just throwing it where it ain't supposed to be at. He's staring. He went back to that staring down the receiver mess. I was watching the game last week. He's staring down the receiver he's throwing it to. Like,
Do they have a number 2? Is that the problem? Because it's like, hey, we're gonna take CD out the game or
Cooper
limit
Rush.
CD.
That's the other quarterback, Cooper Rush.
No, I'm talking about wide receiver. Do they got a number 2 wide receiver? Because outside of outside of CD
They got
Lamb,
Turpin. They got Turpin.
Tolbert played good too. I think they coming into their own. I'll say what the big problem is, and Mark will see this because I'm sure he's watching, and he knows it firsthand. They don't have a running game to balance it out, man. You gotta have a running game in that division. You cannot be a team that don't have a running game in that division, or you are going to struggle because the defenses adjust, and that seemed to be the biggest issue. But go ahead, Ruben, continue. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, so I mean, they got problems on both sides of the ball right now. That's costing them games.
Yeah.
Offense ain't gelling. Defense, they got a lot of injuries on defense, and their key man is out.
Yeah,
is he out for the whole year?
No, but he out for. I don't think he back for another couple of weeks. You talking about Parsons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's back. Rich, do you have word on when he coming back exactly, Micah Parsons?
I don't, but the problem with the Cowboys, the real problem, is the money issue with all these big contracts, with all their players, with a lot of their players, and they don't have a backup to those players, like a key backup. So, and the same thing with San Fran, this and that,
Yeah.
They have too much money invested in a certain amount of players, but you got to have a whole team. If you don't have that whole team, and just like the Vikings are showing everybody, the Vikings are out there doing their thing, and there's other teams, but at the same time, when you invest too much money in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 players, and you can't feed the rest of your players, then they all go somewhere else, and then it shows that the other guy wasn't as good as you thought he was.
That's something to think about. Let me read a comment from Aaron that kind of ties in that area a little bit. Not so much in the money area, but he said no running game and starting to think bad coaching. And he said Dallas is who I'm talking about. Mark said he keep getting kicked out. Mark, that's something with your connection with your tablet, because we all good here. You know what you went through last time with trying to get on. Plus, you got mad background noise. I can hear somebody talking, so I can't even hear you. I only hear the person talking. I want to have your conversation on air live. So if you get your audio together where you can get in, no problem. But I can't, I want your private conversation to be something that's publicized. So handle that. But did y'all see Jerry Jones' response to Cello, if you got a comment regarding the Cowboys before I get to the Jerry Jones situation with the when he was on the Fan, let me know if you have any thoughts regarding the state of the Cowboys right now, and your division specifically. All right, look like Mark might be back on, so I'm gonna give him another shot, see if I can get him. Mark, let me see if we can hear you now, because we still on your Cowboys. So go ahead, just chime in.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Now. I don't hear no background noise. Yeah, I can hear you. No background noise. You good?
Okay. You tell Richie stop talking about stuff he don't know nothing about, first and foremost. Sick of him acting like he know what the damn Cowboys doing and bringing up money. That money, you stop acting like you know what's going on, man. Listen, man, every team hits a rut, man. Every team hits a rut, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got to do with culture at this point, and how bad these dudes want to just bounce back and show they got some. And what's funny is I'm listening about us being garbage. I'm 3-3. I'm 500 going into the bye. I beat the Giants. I beat Pittsburgh. Wait, hold on. Let me just get this off my chest. Because just week before last, everybody was singing my praises about how you went down to Pittsburgh and all this. Stop listening to the media and letting them make a narrative not true. because still team being like this, if you think you're gonna be blowing the Cowboys out the way Detroit do it, you're not Detroit. You're not. You're not Baltimore. So it's cool to make it look like, oh, they not as good as they seem until I bump into your team and blow you out. And then next thing you know, you're called garbage because we beat you. So let's take it nice and easy, man. As for the culture going on, they need to regroup. They needed the body. They need to go and be able to go into the next phase of the second part of the season and try to regroup and look better. I expect them to look better coming out of the bye against San Francisco. Win or lose, I do expect them to at least look like they're there on the field. So as long as they can do that.
Oh, win or lose. I heard that part. I got you on your comment. Your connection was good on that one. I don't know what happened. Why it's not the system kicking you out. It's whatever you got going on over there. You know how that. What you say is his phone, Rich? It's a phone. Go ahead, Rich. What he say? Because he had some words for you specifically.
I don't know why it's always me. I didn't even say nothing. I just said that they just tied too much money up and they couldn't go pay for a running back, a good running back like the one that went to Baltimore. So they got their garbage back. They bought their garbage back from New England. And hey Mike, go ahead and flash that trash.
Go ahead, Mark. You got cut off. Continue with
it keeps kicking me out for some reason. But all I'm saying is, like every other team, man, every team. I remember last year, San Fran lost what? 3 out of the last 4 going into their bye, licking their wounds. It's just part of the game. So for me to act like all of a sudden, oh, you know what? We ain't gonna win. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Because I know for a fact we're gonna win. Might not be against everybody.
Look, let me read it. Well, listen, I can't keep on you if your connection keep going out. Aaron said no running game and starting to think bad coaching, like we said. He said Dallas is undercover tanking. Ruben.
Nah. I would never say that.
Here we go with.
Nah, I wouldn't even give that a thought.
Yeah, Jerry Jones ain't go. He ain't riding with that, man.
Jerry ain't that type of guy. So no.
He said they're not the Saints either. So since we on the Cowboys, Jerry Jones and the radio host got into a nice little argument, man. Jerry was on his petty game that day. He was like, listen, I got time today. And he was actually on 105.3 The Fan with radio personality Bobby Belt, and Jones had a straight up outburst. And let's just say he didn't like listen, they're fans like we're fans, right? We're Fans Club. They, 105.3, the fan, been around for years. And he gave his comments in regards to some of the state of the Cowboys and, what was going on. And Jerry Jones basically threatened the man like, listen, I'll get you fired, basically, in a nutshell. Did you feel like he overstepped on that one? Did y'all hear about this, or y'all ain't pay no attention to this whole story at all?
I didn't hear about it. I didn't hear about it either.
What? Yeah, man, listen, it was big. It's circulating all online. It's like the whole
Where
thing.
Is that?
It was on radio. He actually was on talking to the radio host, and the radio host was giving his thoughts in regards to the Cowboys and what they're doing wrong and all of this. And Jerry Jones, as the owner, is like, listen, basically you're a fan, stay in a fan's place. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And, basically let him know, like, listen, if you ain't going to do your job right, I'm going to get you replaced. And my man started laughing. He's like, no, I'm not joking. I'm serious. Like, you let him know, like, don't be talking bad about my team while I'm on the show. So, Mark, did you see that about Jerry Jones and the radio?
You do know Jerry Jones owns that. That's his. You'll be an idiot to go on his show and press him when he can fire you. So that, and on top of that, on the Cowboys flag station, I'm not really fond of. So whatever comes their way is well deserved because they like to speak down on people and act like they're the only source you can get your Cowboys news from. But I thought Jerry handled it the way a boss should handle it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't sit. Your job is to make my team look good. Don't bring me on your show.
Now, what's funny is, Mark, is the radio host denied that he's being paid by Jerry Jones. So I don't know where the conflicting stories are with that, but it's being said that I don't get paid by Jerry Jones. So I don't know what the story is, but when you got billions of dollars, it can be multiple sources where your money going. He don't know where.
I mean, everybody got their own opinion on what's going on. He can't be butthurt because the man got an opinion different than his.
And
I don't agree with what Jerry Jones did. I mean, Marcus sit there and say he ain't supposed to go on that show and do that, but his opinion is his opinion. He's a man, just like we've been. I mean, he got his own opinion. Jerry Jones ain't what Jerry Jones gonna do. I mean, if you fire him, you fire him over a comment. Nah, that's not nice. Nah.
No, it ain't over a comment. It's over the branding of the franchise. If I hire you if I hire you to my radio station and your job.
So, but Mark, he said he don't get paid by Jerry Jones.
It's at least say something good about.
His signal's horrible.
It's a debate.
Yeah,
it's basically a debate.
If you're gonna go on a sports show, Rich and Ruben, I think you kind of have to expect. But then again, I guess out of respect for him being the owner, you would say
it's a debate. It ain't he ain't disrespect him.
Yeah, I wonder if I would do that. If I had the owner of like a team on here being interviewed, would I keep it real with him and say, yeah, I would. I'm not gonna lie. I would keep it real because I'm independent.
That's just like us on here, right?
Yeah.
We talk bad about each other's teams all the time.
All the time.
It don't matter. You gotta have thick skin. Point blank.
Yeah.
Point blank.
And I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, Ruben. Yeah. What I'm saying is that's how we think. You asking the man, you're basically letting your flagship station take a dump on you. That's not good for his business. So from the outside looking in, yeah, I get what you're saying. And yeah, was it petty? It was hella petty. But in the same aspect of saying that, watch your mouth when you're talking to the hand that feeds you, bro. The hand that feeds you will bite your head off, and that's exactly what he ended up getting. He was a little too smart at the lip. He tried to be something. What do you mean? It's Dallas Cowboys.
I'm saying, but he's saying he don't get paid by them though. Paid by Jerry Jones. He denied that. Anytime we get to that, I keep pausing.
Look, I like Dallas because I grew up around Dallas fans. My family is Dallas fans. I got some that's San Francisco fans as well. But I don't like Jerry Jones. He's an owner that's too much in. He's too much in the business as an owner.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and that's why he gets treated like that. That's why when he go on talk shows.
Is that possible though, Cello and Rich? With what he just said, if you're the owner, can you be too involved? If you're the owner,
yes, you can.
All up in the videos.
Yeah.
My apologies, fellas. It keeps on kicking me out. Now I don't want to ruin the show by saying two words and then the next thing I know I'm getting kicked out. That's why I didn't join from the beginning.
Let me read a comment by Aaron. Let me read a comment by Aaron that I like. He said, "We not owners, so we would never press our boss, let alone on owner. Stop it." I agree with Mark. He agreed with you that you don't press us.
Who won't?
Listen,
at the end of the day, I'm a man.
Now I'm different because I'm independent. If that's the guy that pays me, then I gotta be a little muffled. I gotta get that. Go ahead, Rich. I see you itching.
It's ways you can talk to somebody. The man did not disrespect him. He just said y'all had a quiet off. I read it. He said you had a quiet off season. Y'all didn't do this. You didn't do that. That's all he said. So how is that being disrespectful to your
You're
boss?
saying it to the owner on air.
So what?
Wow.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead, rebuttal.
Go ahead, Rich.
Marcelo, get ready. Let me know your thoughts now that you're back on.
My whole thing, all right, going back to what Aaron says about the Cowboys tanking.
Yes.
The Cowboys would never tank because when you have an owner who jumps in his helicopter to go ride over the practices, he is not trying to tank. He would just be disengaged from his team and just be away from his team. But I think Jerry Jones caught feelings behind it because a lot of stuff that goes on is always Jerry Jones handpicked all these people, the coaches, players, GM, and he's trying to be an Al Davis where he's being too much in control over his franchise when you should just let the people who you hired, let them do their thing. And if you're going to go on a radio station and you're kind of sensitive, then don't go on your radio station.
Thank you.
You as the owner, if you just took some L's and you're going to go on a radio station and you expect the person that's going to interview you or talk to you is going to have some kind words, and if they do have kind words, you should fire them, because now he's preaching fake news on your air. And if you can't come, go on your radio station and have your guys that you're paying to ask you some hard questions and you can't answer them without catching feelings, well then don't go on your radio station.
That's all I'm saying.
Wait for you to go blow out somebody and then go on. And when you take an L, stay away from your radio station. But if you're gonna have people sucking up to you, and I understand you might have a lot of people that suck up to you, but they always say that's why P Diddy's locked up now, because he had a lot of people who sucked up to his ass.
Okay, we gotta go on from that one. Thanks, Rich. I like what you did.
But
oh yeah, shots fired. That's because you mentioned Mark Davis.
Think about that, is that you can't have people in your corner always telling you stuff that you want to hear.
Yes, man. You're the owner, though. How do you tell a billionaire? A billionaire don't know the word no, or you suck.
You're looking for problems. You're looking for problems.
Good point. I like where we going with this. All right, Cello, you know the Cowboys very firsthand. You're in the division. What do you think is going on? You heard what Mark said. I'm sure you listened. They're still 3-3, like he said, so they're not out of, they're not sink or swim, but they got the injury bug, major injuries. Guys aren't quite performing. What's going on with them, and how do you feel also in regards to? I'm sure if you didn't get a chance, while everybody is talking about it, make sure you familiarize yourself with the story with Jerry Jones, with the argument on air if you didn't already. But go ahead, give me your take.
Yeah, I'll go with the Jerry Jones thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, New York media,
Not New York.
they tear you apart. They don't care.
That was in Texas. That was a fan in Texas.
I know, but I'm saying flagship or not.
It's still
the
a fan.
New York media don't care. They say whatever. They'll tear down the Giants when they playing bad. They'll say all this stuff. But that's what comes with it. Honestly, it's the media. They want ratings. It's a different ball game when it comes to that. Even though it's a flagship, maybe it's different in Texas, but I know in New York, it don't matter if it's flagship or not. New York media will tear you down. Don't care. So as far as Jerry Jones, I mean, the Cowboys are not playing to their expectation. Just use that as fuel. Let's be real. Cowboys are they're not playing as good as they thought they was. They were supposed to be probably even one loss or undefeated by now. You know what I'm saying? And they're not. So it's like, how many more years are you gonna keep going on with this, with Dak Prescott and all this stuff? So Jerry Jones need to just bite the bullet. So what? Listen, it's the flagship. So what? Do what you got to do. So that's what I guess the New York media it's terrible when you lose. The New York media will tear you down.
Right.
That's why a lot of people can't play over here in New York. As far as the Cowboys, they're not a threat either right now. Like we lost to them, which I was disappointed because I felt like we could have won that game, but they're not a threat. Dak Prescott got the contract, but he's not looking like the quarterback that could take them to the Super Bowl and win it all. So I'm not threatened as a Giant. I'm not threatened with the Cowboys right now. Now, can they pick it up? Yeah, of course they can. But are they gonna? Is it gonna be again the same old story when it comes to the Cowboys at the end of the season? You know, Cowboys still got a lot to prove. What's good about the Cowboys is that they always get the fans believing every year.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I think
Yo, you can say that. Yo, you can say that about 30 other teams, bro. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You can say that about 30 other teams. So every time you say what the Cowboys gonna do at the end of the year, make sure you say what the Giants is gonna do at the end of the year. You make sure you ask what Atlanta gonna do at the end of the year. You ask what the Niners is gonna do at the end of the year. If your name's not Patrick Mahomes, you home with me. So
but y'all
stop acting like you've been to the Super Bowl every single year. Everybody on this panel is on the exact same boat as me every single year. Not once is anybody.
His audio.
But the thing,
now give you a chance to rock, Mark. It's not me. It's your thing kicking you out. I will say this before he come back on, and then tell him let you finish. I just want to say this. Let's be real. Yes, what he's saying is true, but we're not going to diminish the fact that the Cowboys come into this year with expectations like never before. Like we're not gonna act like they don't come in with high expectations. So the fact that it's way below where it should be, yeah, that's something that it ain't just us. Let's be clear, Mark, your fan base is bashing y'all. Forget us who don't like y'all. Period. Your own fan base is really mad at the way things
your fan base bashing you too. But your fan base bashing you too. The Raiders fan base is bashing them too. The Giants fan base been bashing them for the last 6-7 years. So to sit and act like we the exception to the
you're no exception. You gotta own up to it. Your owner can't be sensitive Nelly and can't own up to the fact the ball and ain't grab Derrick Henry when you had a chance to grab him. Yeah, that hurt. That's a big move that y'all missed the ball on, and now you don't have a running game. So I gotta take accountability for my Niners. Yeah, we got a reason to be upset because I'll be clear. Let's be clear. Cowboys, Niners underperforming. You hear me saying it live on air. Go ahead, Ruben.
Every time I come on here, what I tell you about my team? I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. I don't never sit here and say we going to the Super Bowl because I know we're not.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Until we make it to the Super Bowl and win it, and I see us progress, then I'll say Atlanta is a team to deal with in coming up. But as of right now, I just told you, we don't have no defense. We ain't got nearly as much sacks as any other team in the league. We probably last. I said that. I'm owning up to mine.
And then
Dallas need to own up to theirs. Just like I said before.
And this is what I'm saying too.
Yeah. Just like I said before.
This is what I'm saying too.
Jerry Jones.
Before the season starts.
Go ahead.
Before the season starts, you have the top tier teams always predicted to be the favorites to win the Super Bowl. The Giants ain't been there in a long time. It's usually the Cowboys, 49ers, Eagles, the Chiefs,
Pittsburgh,
you know what I'm saying? Whoever else
people like that.
Usually the top 10 teams are the favorites. Giants ain't been up there in a long time. We saying about the Cowboys, the expectation for the Cowboys is the Super Bowl. The expectation for the Giants had not been Super Bowl. The expectations for the Giants have been to get this team right to at least get a chance to get back to the Super Bowl. But as far as the top 10 teams, the Giants haven't been there in a long time.
Yep. Super Bowl. So that's the thing. If you're a top tier team like he's talking about, and you are underperforming below expectations of your fan base is going to let you hear it. My fan base been letting the Niners hear it. Trust me, we loud. We're very loud. So you can't deflect and be like, oh well, this is what everybody. No. We top tier teams. We got to take the heat that come with being a top tier team. We can't do the deflection game and say, well, you wouldn't say no. We know that we underperforming. Cowboys are underperforming. If you top tier and you underperforming, you got to take what come with that. You cannot be a sensitive owner and think that because you the owner that my man gonna be, gonna sit there and sugarcoat it. No, he applauds to him for, keeping it real with him being in the building. He kept that same energy, Rich, with him sitting there. So I do like that. Let me read Aaron's comment. He says, "We are talking about now. Forget about the end of the year." Yeah, it's It's a long season. A lot can happen, but look, Washington out in the lead, Philly knocking at the door, Cowboys behind them, and I think Cowboys are behind Philly, right? Yeah, Cowboys behind Philly, and then Giants is literally one game behind the Cowboys, technically two or so, and we're first place in our division just by default because we beat Seattle. But we're 3-3. Nothing to write home about. And then we got Kansas City, who own us. So I'm not going to say it, act like it's all sweet for us. Absolutely not. And we got mad injuries. So I could easily be like, dog, my number one running back ain't even playing. My backup running back is leading the NFL, and he hurt. Now I'm down to my third running back, who's a rookie.
Just like you was down to your third quarterback.
Exactly. What's the motto? What's the motto? Next man up. No excuses when it comes to injuries.
Next man up. Next man up. That's
the motto, man. And Aaron kept it real as well. And Eagles are underperforming as well. Thank you for keeping it real, my brother. Yes. Rich, are y'all underperforming or y'all are right where you thought y'all would be?
We're tanking it.
He ain't even masking it. He not even masking it, yo. He not even masking it. Look, go take, man. I ain't mad at you, sir. Go take. Ruben, let me ask you that same question. Are y'all, well, I'm assuming y'all are exceeding expectations. Well, are you still underperforming? How would you gauge that much? Underperforming or overachieving?
I think we right where we should be right now. But our schedule coming up, it gets harder and each week comes by. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on in these next couple of weeks and see what goes down.
Look, Atlanta, Party City too. They 4-2. You see celebrities at the game. Look, they swag surfing. Kirk Cousins. Look, listen, it's a whole vibe out there. Cello, tell me about your Giants. Are y'all underperforming, or sound from what it sound like you're right where you think y'all should be, or where y'all right now in terms of your view?
I mean, I think a lot of people feel they're not surprised that the Giants 2-4. Even the games we played, Giants were mostly underdogs, even against the Cleveland Browns, bruh. They was underdogs against the Cleveland
Browns.
Y'all beat
them though.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that the majority are not surprised the Giants are 2-4.
Philly struggled against the Browns, so yeah, Browns, yeah, good point. So yeah.
Y'all got two good wins. It ain't like y'all got some sorry wins. Y'all got two good ones.
Yes, and we could
have lost to. One of them we lost to, and y'all beat them.
So you got a message from Aaron. I'll see the message is for you.
Steelers, ain't you beat the Steelers?
You see the message from Aaron directly for you, Giants fan. He says Barkley over 100.
Listen, he can have over 100. He can have over 100 yards as long as we beat him. I don't care.
I love it.
I don't care. Let him get 100 yards. So what? As long as we beat him.
You know why I say the Giants gonna beat him? You know why I say the Giants gonna beat him? Because Hurts ain't being Hurts, man. He's the head of the Giant. Yeah. You know what I mean? If he ain't doing well, ain't nobody else gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's why I say, and if they the leading sack leader, they got a chance.
Look, the defense.
Y'all got what? 26, 27 sacks? 27 something up there?
We up there.
Balling.
Mm-hmm.
They out there, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all get the Hurts. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, Hurts.
Just like the
Yeah.
Steelers did to us. They were beating Cousins.
That's what I'm saying.
up.
Like even if Barkley had,
They was beating Cousins up, man. He was getting picked up off the ground damn near every play. So that's how you beat him. You get to that quarterback. That's how you beat him. That's the number one goal.
If you, yeah,
Take
'cause
his
he's
head
not a
off.
pocket passer. He don't, you know, if you can get him on a run where he's not comfortable, you know, he will throw some bad passes. But
Yep.
it's gonna be a good matchup. That offense versus y'all defense is gonna be a good one.
and he bet, and I would say this too. Jalen Hurts better be careful because the Giants hitting hard. They almost knocked Joe Burrow out the game. They hitting hard, so Jalen Hurts better be ready because they ain't just gonna sack him. He getting hit hard. Derek Lawrence, he hitting hard. Brian Burns, he hitting hard. So he better be ready for that because they
How they
coming.
said up
They
in New
definitely
York, you
coming.
better guard your grill.
Talk
Yeah,
your talk, fellow. Right, them
That's
Philly fans hear
that's
you loud and clear. You like, yo, try that running around if you want, Mr. Hurts. We got something for you. I feel you, man. Talk your talk, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, Rich.
Mike, how many times you saw Joe Burrow run for 47 yards for a touchdown?
That's a good point.
Huh? So if Joe Burrow could do that, why not Hurts?
That's a really good point. I completely tried to ignore that happened. You right? Yeah. How does that happen as slow as he is? Like how?
That was probably the only bad play the Giants gave up that night. But you watched the whole game. It wasn't that Joe Burrow was not Joe Burrow the whole game. If you watch that whole game, Joe Burrow was not looking like the Joe Burrow that they be talking about game by game. They had this cat looking a little pretty scared, especially when they got him with that good hit. Because that cat went to the 10 after they got him with that good hit. But like I said, Eagles have been beating us. This is the time to get them right now. We just got to get a win. That's it. I don't care if it's 15 or 12. As long as we beat them, I don't care.
Dub is a dub.
We can't get cute.
He said a dub is a dub. I ain't mad at you, man. Aaron said that's not happening. Fly, Eagles fly. No turnovers last game. He's stepping up his game. So I guess I get it, man. It's gonna be a good matchup. Offensively, Philly and the Giants defense, I do like. Again, I'll echo it again. The only part that I'm worried about for the Giants is can them young boys cover in the secondary. I think Jones will be efficient, especially if Neighbors is back. If Neighbors is back, which I don't know if he is, I don't think he's coming back this week. So they go, Slayton and the boys should be able to step up. But I think they can get open. I'm gonna say it again, and I've been echoing.
He's not back this week.
He says Cello sounds like he do every year. That's a good point. I mean, listen, you got to talk his talk. I hear you. But listen, I want the Giants. Let me put it out there to the Giants. Can y'all please throw the ball a higher, like Daniel Jones actually?
Oh, hold on. Malik Neighbors.
Oh, okay.
Malik Neighbors is clear.
All right,
So I just
look.
Don't get scared now, Aaron. Don't get scared now. Malik Neighbors is clear. Don't get scared.
Neighbors is back. That will be a problem for anybody in their secondary. I don't know if anybody can cover him, so we'll see if Neighbors, rookie on rookie, him and Mitchell will be a good one. Let's see how that play out, man. He said, thank you, Rich. Hurts will run if it's called for. We are not the Bengals. We are not the Bengals. So listen, man. So all right, let's get our predictions for our games. I'm gonna go around as we get ready to close this out. One other thing, trade wise, outside of Devontae going to the New York Jets, we also got Amari Cooper going to the Buffalo Bills. Any interest? Y'all like this as he a number one? How y'all feel about that? Rich, I go to you first.
Great choice, because Buffalo needed a number one wide receiver. So great pickup.
Yeah. Keon Coleman is the first round pick, but he hasn't quite yet gotten his foot and has moments, but not enough to be the number one just yet. Not getting enough separation. What you think?
Y'all saying Amari Cooper is a number one at this point?
Yeah, with the right quarterback, I think he still can give you some. He can still get that. Look, he had 1,000 yards last year. He's still getting 1,000 yards on the low. Nobody pay attention to that. He's still getting 1,000 yards. Rich, Ruben, who knew? Look, I got him on my fantasy, so hopefully.
Guess what? I need y'all to understand this. How many games are in a season?
17.
17. He got 1,000
Well,
yards.
he got how many yards did he get? 13? Was it 1,300 or something like that? He actually didn't have a bad year. I want to check it. Give me a second to look it up. Amari had yeah, I think he might have had 12 or 13 last year. He didn't have like it was actually a pretty
Who he play? Who he played
Cleveland.
for last
He
year?
was still, he had 1,250 yards last year, 5 touchdowns, 72 catches. That's not a bad year. 1,250. Actually, this is his career high. Last year was his career high in yards.
And you got a quarterback now.
Yeah. You got Josh Allen throwing to him where he had Deshaun Watson throwing to him and a bunch of journeymen last year. So he had
We'll
1,250. I don't know.
We'll see.
What you think, Cello, Amari Cooper? Any interest? Oh, Mark is back. We're on top of it now.
I think that's a good pickup. Amari still could ball, man. He still could ball. I think that was a good pickup for the Bills, man. So they definitely, Allen definitely gonna connect with that.
He's not Diggs, but he's not a bum. He's not a bum.
Nah.
We'll see.
He still make the tough catches.
We'll see.
Aaron said Cooper with the Bills is crazy.
The thing with Amari and Diggs is that Amari could put the same numbers up with Diggs, but at the same time, Amari's not going to give you the I'm upset because you ain't throw me the ball and all the time. So
Nah, he just gonna quit on the play on you if you don't throw him the ball. He's just gonna quit. He ain't gonna run his route right.
he's good now. Roby's
That's
good now. Stop.
He did that with the Raiders. He was when he was doing it with the Raiders. That's what he was doing.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
Hey,
No, personally, Rich, is he telling the truth?
no, he's not telling the truth because
Oh, I'm not.
you're not saying everything. Everything is a lot of times Amari would run his routes, and if you opened up the whole camera, you would see him waving to Derek Carr, and Derek Carr wouldn't even look at him, and then he'll come back being upset. And then he'll go on his little scramble. Carr messed Amari up, man. But when Amari
Let me ask you this, Rich. Let me ask you this. Regardless of who the QB is, what is your job as a wide receiver?
all I'm going to say to you, Ruben, is
Answer the question. Don't give me Donald Trump answer. Give me the real.
He a coach. He giving you the coach answer.
What's your job as a wide receiver?
is to catch the ball,
And do whatever.
run after the catch.
No, run your route to get the ball.
All
That's
that's
all I
going
need
to
to
come, but at the same time, what I always told my wide receivers was, you make the quarterback look good. You don't let the quarterback make you look good. So you run out, anything he throws, you go get.
You just proved
I
my
know,
point.
but at the same time, if me and you was playing, Ruben, same team. So I got me, you, I got Mike and everybody else on my team. And you running hard, and you was my number one pick. When we went outside and we was out there picking the team, and you was my number one pick. And I'm barely looking at you, barely throwing you the ball. I'm throwing it to Mike and Mark and everybody else. And you keep coming back, yo, man, I'm wide open, man. Just throw me the ball. And then I'll give you one just to shut you up. But the next 2 or 3 times, I'm still going right back to Mike and Mark and them. That's what Amari felt like. So if you're looking at him, when he's running his routes, he don't curse, he don't yell and scream. And just like you said, he does quit on his routes, but that's after you quit him. So when you quit on him, he will quit on you, but that's after the 7th or 8th time. It ain't the first time. It's the 7th or 8th time that you quit on him and didn't throw him the ball, and he's wide open. Now, if he got double coverage or even tight coverage, and then now you don't look at him, then he understands. He's wide open and he's running down the field doing this, and you still not throwing him the ball, that's like almost 85%. I mean, that. And look,
I got a question.
One more.
Mark, make sure I can hear you. By the way, go ahead, Ruben. I mean, Rich.
One more. Now, remember that Monday Night Football game, Philadelphia was blowing somebody out, and AJ came on the field and he was yelling at Jalen Hurts and throwing the.
That was last year. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when a wide receiver is open and he's asking you, I mean, you out there blowing somebody out, and then give me my numbers too, because if you don't give me my numbers, I don't get a certain amount of paycheck. So you
wanted Devontae during that time. Yeah. I remember that.
So you can't mess with a wide receiver's paycheck, because when you don't give them a certain amount of catches, that hurts their checks every week, because like that's all that incentives and all the other stuff. So when you're out there running your routes, it ain't just about running routes and catching the ball. Every catch is money involved with that, and that's how their contracts is made. So
Okay, since you said that, can I ask you something? If you want your money, why would you quit?
Because you're not getting the ball. Even if you run routes, you're not getting.
Regardless if you're not getting the ball or not. If you want your money, you find a way for him to get you the ball. You quitting on routes ain't gonna get you the ball no quicker.
That's after the 7th or 8th time.
I don't care if it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So he's a patient receiver. He's not. So Rich, you're saying he's not a diva. He's a patient receiver that will work with the quarterback. He's not gonna go complain publicly and all of that. He's not that kind of guy.
He's not that dude.
So what's the difference than you quitting on your team and not running a route than you just complaining? What's the difference?
Is that the biggest difference, if I'm on TV and I'm yelling and screaming, and then the quarterback comes over there to try to talk to you, and now you're giving him this little fit all the time. After a while, no matter who it is, if you're giving them attitude, they're gonna brush you off after a while.
That's giving them attitude when you're not running your route if he look your way.
Ruben, all I'm saying to you right now is he has a quarterback that's going to throw him the ball. So a lot of times, Josh Allen was running around in the pocket and then sees his wide receiver and throws it. Derek Carr will run around and then run out of bounds or do something crazy. So that's why he is not going to quit on Josh Allen, because he knows that Josh will get away and then find him. So he's going to run. Watch, I guarantee.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Look, the Bills are 4-2, so he went from a horrible situation to a great situation. Go ahead.
Is he the same Amari Cooper that played for the Dallas Cowboys?
Ruben,
more better now, actually.
Is he the same Amari Cooper that played for the Dallas Cowboys? Answer my question.
Yes, he is. And his first year with them, his first and second year, he was doing good with them.
His second and third. His first year was like 700 yards or something. Yeah.
He was doing good with them. So whatever would start going on with the Cowboys, started doing running plays and tight ends and all that other stuff. Again, you started phasing them out, and once you phase him out, he phased you out. That's what Cooper does.
All right, since y'all there, let me throw out there's some other pending trades that's potentially happening, names that's circulating. Max Crosby from the Raiders. I'm seeing that's being reported. Something about him saying, I'm not here to rebuild, that he's trying to win now. I heard that's been on the actual legitimate websites that cover sports, CBS and a bunch of others. So I don't know if that's a sign that he don't want to be here no more and he's on the chopping block. If so, hey, you and Bosa would be a great fit. Come over to San Fran. We got $50 million, Crosby. I would love to have that, please. Outside of that, DeAndre Hopkins is also the Titans have given him basically his walking papers to be traded. Anybody got interest? Cello, any interest in DeAndre Hopkins, the veteran, the wide receiver?
I ain't gonna front. I didn't know he was still playing. I forgot about Hopkins.
He stay hurt.
He looked like he hasn't been the same Hopkins.
Yeah, he stay hurt.
It's like, that's.
You don't want no veteran leadership in the locker room for you?
So,
No, you don't want him on the team to coach neighbors, help neighbors develop. No veteran.
Nah, I think we good with the receivers we got right now. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, but I honestly I didn't know Hopkins was still playing. We haven't really been hearing much about him, so I think he's probably he's starting to trend downwards.
Yeah.
Anything can happen with a player, but he's starting to trend downwards. Now, as far as Cooper, I just feel like he's gonna be rejuvenated. I really like the whole Allen and Cooper. I think Cooper's just a tough receiver. I think, and from hindsight, I feel like they're gonna make some noise.
Agreed. Aaron says some receivers get paid by catches and some get paid by your yards. Yeah, thank you, sir. Listen, man, Cooper, I think, and I agree with this comment, and it's only because I got Cooper in my fantasy and Devontae Adams. He also helps in people fantasy. So fingers crossed for both of them in my fantasy this week because I got both of them, and I've been trying to shop Devontae, and nobody wants to take him because I'm asking for too much because he's a hot commodity right now. But I'm very happy with Cooper, so he should be starting.
Is Devontae staying, or what's going on with that?
No, he gone. He a Jet.
Oh, that's
Devontae Adams got traded this week to the Jets. You don't see Rich face. You see how tired Rich looked because he ain't got nothing to talk about. They lost their number one receiver because he thought it was gonna be Ayuk, and he was on me every week about Ayuk being traded. And lo and behold, look at how things work. He lost his number one. I signed mine.
Hold on, when that happened? Yesterday, today?
This week? What day? What?
Monday or Tuesday.
This week.
That's crazy.
He is in the Jets facility on the practice field, got his green jersey on, got his number 17, and he playing Sunday.
Yo.
I thought it's something wrong with his ankle or something.
Hamstring was hurt.
Oh,
His hamstring was hurting for like 3 weeks.
So we know what happened there.
So
Rich,
Devontae must have wanted this.
a New York miracle, Rich. A New York miracle, Rich. His hamstring is totally fine. Go ahead, Rich.
Mike, we all knew that it was going to happen because what's the name changed his number from 17 to number 5.
Ooh, good catch, Rich.
The Jets never gave nobody number 17 the whole year. Now look at that. Who's team?
That's a good point, yo, because he did change the 5.
I
didn't even peep that, Rich. Ooh, good catch, Rich.
But then you tell us he was practicing that he was
being
traded.
Ruben, keep receipts. Ruben, let me find out you keep receipts, Ruben.
See, I usually don't say nothing till people mess with me. So when you mess with me, I bring them out.
He kept the receipt on deck. He pulled that out like, take that trump card. He was waiting for that. Aaron said Crosby is leaving, like I said, and y'all better hope we don't get him. That the Philadelphia Eagles don't get him. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Listen, Hassan Reddick, I heard that they might be giving him his walking papers and allow him to get traded. I'll take Hassan Reddick or Crosby. Either one would be perfect for us. But Crosby,
what's going over there? What's going on in Raider land over there, man?
That's why he's in the facility right now, Rich. Like, you got to talk. Is it Antonio Pierce? Is it just Antonio Pierce? Especially since he got the whole Arizona State stuff looming all over. Like, is this like, are y'all like cursed right now because of how that went down? What's going on, Rich?
I truly believe this whole nonsense with the Raiders started as soon as we got that GM from the Chargers. Now he comes to the Raiders and now we're like in dismal land now because of this dumb GM we got from the Chargers, Mark Davis. He should have just kept things the way it was last year and just left it alone. But no, you want to have to bring in your little white GM from the Chargers over there disrupting things. And this is why it looks the way it looks, because you're trying to make Antonio look bad. You try and make Kelly, who was the acting GM, look bad. We was on a mission doing the right things, and Mark Davis just screwed up. Just let the GM Chargers come over there and start treating us like the Chargers.
Yeah, thank you for that, Rich. I didn't consider that. So is this that's good. That's good to know, because everything points to Antonio, but he was the fan favorite last year. Came in and salvaged something out of the year. So, and then right now he under hot water already, which I don't even know if it's his fault based on what you're saying. That's a good point. Mark, are you there?
All right, fellas,
we out of
get
here,
out of
man.
here,
I was trying to give him his lag, trying to give him a minute, but he there, but I can't hear him. All right, man. Listen, as it relates to this week, before you get off real quick, Ruben, let me do a round the table for them to see if they got y'all winning. Atlanta plays. Who y'all play again?
Yeah.
Seattle
Raiders. What you got? You got Atlanta winning or losing that game against Seattle? Rich.
Where's that game at?
Atlanta.
I got Atlanta.
All right. What you got, Cello? What say you? Atlanta or Seattle in Atlanta?
I got Atlanta.
All right. I got Atlanta too. They hot right now, and I think they're gonna take advantage. They got a lot of weapons. So yeah. Mr. Kirk Cousins gonna be like, you like that? Yeah, I respect it. I got Atlanta. 5-2 for Atlanta. Let's go. Rich, Raiders, who y'all got?
Rams.
Where is it?
Rams.
Rams. All right, what you got, Ruben? Rams or the Raiders?
They all discombobulated. Nobody wants to play. I can't do nothing but take the Rams, man.
Yeah, hard to say. Maybe they motivated. Maybe they motivated. Maybe you think Raiders coming out? Nah, probably not. All right, you got the Rams. Cello, what say you?
Rams.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Raiders because I feel like the guys are gonna respond. Antonio was like, listen, we didn't have Devontae for 3 weeks, so we're not gonna miss him. And I think the guys are ready to step up. Myers might be the guy, or it might be Tucker. I got them beating the Rams if Cooper don't play. If Cooper plays, then I got y'all losing. But if Cooper don't play to his capacity, I got Raiders taking that one, surprisingly. My game. All right, 49ers, Kansas City are coming to San Fran. Means nothing because they got the refs on their side, so wherever they go is a home game. Cello, I'll start with you. Kansas City at San Fran. What you got?
Chiefs.
I respect it. What you got, Ruben?
I got San Fran.
There you go. Bang night again. Go ahead, Rich.
49ers.
Oh, bang night again. I didn't see that coming. Maybe because I said the Raiders. I don't know if that's him throwing me a pass.
I'm thinking about the defense. San Fran got a strong defense. KC's hurting. I got 49ers.
All right, excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I think that's Giants. Giants, y'all got Philadelphia at New York. Let me make sure. Ruben, what you got? Giants or you have the Philadelphia Eagles?
I told you earlier. I said I want the Giants to win.
All right, I respect it. Rich, what you got?
That game is in New Jersey, Meadowlands.
Yeah.
New York, and I got Philly.
And I stick to I still got Philly picking that one up just because of the secondary of the Giants. So yeah, that's what we got. So let's see who gets guru status. If you nailed all three, 1, 2, 3. If you nailed all 4 of the teams that's here that's represented, then cool. I don't know who Dallas plays this week. So I can't put Dallas because ain't no Dallas fan on here. But right now, so we'll see what happens. But let me read the last comment as we close out. Aaron said, nope, it's Brandy. I don't know what that means. People know he was coming, and people don't want to be there when he get there. I don't know what he was referring to, but I have no idea. Oh, maybe he's talking about Adams? I don't know what he's talking about. Either way, Aaron, I don't know who Brandy is outside of the singer. So listen, man, this is Fans Club Live Show for the fans.
My Cowboys on
go ahead,
bye
sir.
week.
Cowboys on a bye week, he said.
Cowboys.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So we ain't have to touch on them at all. So thank you.
I got a question, man.
They got shot next. Got y'all next.
Oh,
man.
this is where the hard part of our schedule kicking. All right, go ahead, Ruben. Thank you, Cello.
What's this rumor about the Max Crosby trade for y'all?
Not to us, but it looks like I'm throwing that out there that I hope we get him because we got $50 million in cap space. But the problem, right now, it's being reported on the outlets. All you got to do is type in Max Crosby trade, and you'll see it's a bunch of circulating on all the big news outlets, sports-wise.
I'm looking at it right now. That's what I'm looking at.
They said, hold up. They said they got our name linked to it. I was just throwing that out there.
They said 49ers trade rumors on Max Crosby and Hassan Reddick.
They said Falcons too.
Oh, you might get your D in.
No, I'm looking.
They said Falcons too, bro. Y'all on that radar.
Rich, when it rains, it pours. Y'all cleaning house, man.
You know what? I would be surprised. I would be surprised if we trade for Max Crosby. I'll be surprised.
He would fit Atlanta. If I could be real rich, he fits Atlanta better than he do San Fran. Because he looked like a wild boy. He looked like he would be really good at Atlanta, man. I want him.
I done seen him letting loose. He be letting loose.
Oh my God! Look, Rich is so disinterested. He like.
Ain't nobody trying to hit y'all. I gotta go. I ain't trying to talk.
I understand. Listen, man, we're gonna see what happens. Look, he had to get off because listen, I get it. I would feel the same way if my team was dismantling right in front of my eyes. Like literally dismantling in front of my eyes, man. It's like, what's gonna happen? Listen, man, Fans Club live show for the fans, by the fans. I got one last comment that came in. Thank you, Ruben, for sticking out that last minute with a good report because I didn't know we was in play. I was just throwing it into the universe, but the universe want to answer back. Let it.
Y'all don't need Crosby, man. Y'all don't need Crosby. What y'all gonna do with Crosby?
Oh, he talking about Brady and the Raiders. Thank you, Aaron. Listen, we got Leonard Floyd on the side, but Crosby and Bosa.
That's too much, man. The league need to ban that trade. Ban it.
Look, two high motor white defensive ends. I will take it. Please give me that. I'd be.
Hey, that's worse than that year Denver won the championship. Them boys they had on their front four.
All that, exactly. Von Miller and all of that. That's crazy. Listen, if it happens, I would love it. But look, I'm glad you put that in my ear. I will be typing that up all night to see how that works. Giants, y'all got money? No, y'all can't. Y'all defense good already. Y'all already ranked, so y'all don't need that. We need help because we like 28th, 23rd when it come on third downs. We're horrible on third down. So
we behind y'all. We last, I believe.
Listen, I'm been calling for my defensive coordinator's job since week 2. So he got promoted from within. I'm not really sold on Nick Sorensen, but we'll see what happens. But again, thank y'all, gentlemen. Salute to you. Cello, God bless, brother. Congrats again, sir, on the new addition to the family, man. Welcome to fatherhood. You will love it. It's stressful, but it's great at the same time. And you get to see your child develop and become all that God called him to be. So I know you and your wife going to do a great job. So again,
I want to see what he's doing at year 2. I want to see that.
Yeah, right? He ain't got no gray hairs yet, Ruben, but soon you're going to have some. He has none probably right now, but I
got gray hairs.
What's tell us in the chat what's the name? I want you to reveal it unless you don't mind revealing it on here. What's the name, sir?
Amariah.
Amariah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, it's a girl.
Yes.
I thought it was a boy. My bad. Amariah. Beautiful, man. All right. Listen, man. Congratulations. Ruben got his 2-year-old. All my kids is old. They teenagers, so I don't know what none of that feel like. Y'all enjoy y'all getting up early in the morning to feed babies. Congrats to y'all. Y'all enjoy that. I'm done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube at Fans Club Live Show. And don't forget, for the gamers, we're doing 2 shows weekly now. We have a Madden head-to-head show where we live stream Madden. For those that's gamer heads, we have literally, it's been 4 weeks now, 5 weeks. How many weeks it's been, Ruben, since we've been streaming the Madden live, the live stream of Madden?
It's been about 4 or 5 weeks.
About 4 or 5 weeks, right? So that's the Gamer Heads. We see y'all. We see y'all on YouTube. We see y'all leaving comments and following us. We appreciate y'all. And also, as you see, we do a live sports show, sports and entertainment, where we talk about all things, because this is Fans Club Live Show for the fans, by the fans. God bless y'all. Good night. Have a good one, my brothers. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, man, until we meet again. Yes, sir?
God bless. God bless.
God bless, man. Yes, sir.
All right.